Hello everyone and welcome back to another SwitchWatch review. My name is Johnny and today we're looking at Image & Form's latest title, SteamWorld Quest. Let's jump into the review. The story of SteamWorld Quest primarily follows Armilli, Copernica and Galileo, though some extra faces will join your band of merry bots along the way. At the risk of spoiling too much, I'll be brief. What begins as a hunt for missing guild heroes soon takes a sinister turn as the group must hunt for the all-powerful Necronomicon. Yes, you heard that correctly. This game is filled with the typical SteamWorld humour featuring pop culture references and puns aplenty, such as a giant zucchini Sasquatch and yelling "oh scrap" instead of, well, I'm sure you can fill in the blank. Though the story was interesting, I did find that the dialogue dragged on a bit. Reading text probably accounted for 30 to 40% of my playtime. If you're looking for a lengthy narrative then this might appeal to you, but I found myself just wanting to get back into the battles. With good reason too. The gameplay in SteamWorld Quest is just a ton of fun. If you've played Slay the Spire or Monster Slayers, you'll have a good idea of what's in store. Battles take place using a small deck of cards that have unique effects. You'll usually have cards to attack opponents, defend your allies, or cause powerful buffs and debuffs. What's interesting about Quest's take on the genre is that each member of your party has their own deck, and you draw from a pool of all three. Certain cards will have additional effects if another party member already used a card that turn, but if you play 3 cards from the same character in one turn, then you cause a chain and play a special 4th card. These add an extra layer of skill and tactics to your decision making and really keep the gameplay engaging. You're often drawn to play 3 for the extra effect, but it might be useful to use a combination of Copernica's protection and Armilli's offense. You'll also get effects like Taunt or Berserk that interfere with this at the worst possible moment. Each cast member has a different specialty when it comes to their decks and abilities, and though you'll have more to choose from later, I found the rock paper scissors-esque harmony of the main trio was way too good to ever need to swap one out. Armilli does a lot of physical damage, Galileo can heal, and Copernica can shield and deal magical damage. This covers all of the bases nicely and carried me through the game on the default difficulty with relative ease. It was uncommon for one of my party members to ever be knocked out, but you can change the difficulty on the fly if you want to. There was one enemy in the penultimate chapter that's immune to physical damage that I could not physically beat, no pun intended, so I had to change the difficulty once, but even the penultimate and final battles didn't really trouble me otherwise. Each character has 8 cards in their decks, though you can upgrade and craft new cards to replace the original 8. There's also a rudimentary mana system in the form of steam points that build up by using basic strikes and can be spent to unleash the more powerful skill cards. This adds the classic mana curve dilemma into your deck building as you have to carefully balance how many strikes you have versus high cost skills. I loved this aspect of the game and I've always been a fan of TCGs, dating back to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards on the playground. Don't fret if this isn't your cup of tea though, you can definitely get through most of the content without even needing to change the cards you use or the party members, though you might need to drop the difficulty for the last few chapters. Little touches such as drawing large hands and being able to redraw 2 cards per turn make this the most user-friendly, approachable card game I've ever played, and the tutorials during the early chapters are very effective at teaching you the ropes. In between battles there are light exploration sections where you travel through each chapter sort of like a dungeon with different floors and connected rooms. You can find hidden chests and you're shown at the end of each chapter what percentage of loot you found, though I didn't notice any additional bonus for collecting everything, which would have been nice. The music is wonderfully composed to fit the medieval theme of SteamWorld Quest, featuring upbeat woodwinds, tambourines and strings. The cast of robots have a garbled, metallic sound effect when they speak to mimic voice acting, which keeps things from being too quiet during lengthy dialogue sections. I particularly liked the narrator reading aloud each chapter title.
Chapter 2, The Village of Goose Buckets.
As for visuals, we have the classic 2D robot models that Image & Form is known for, but everything looks delightful in this setting. The backgrounds are diverse and detailed, while everything from battle effects to idle animations are well animated. Everything runs smoothly in handheld mode, and this game seems like it's perfect for the Switch. You can easily remap the controls in the main menu if they aren't to your liking, and the fast forward feature is a godsend. You can also slow things down if you'd like, but accelerating battle animations saves a lot of time. SteamWorld Quest is £22.49 in the UK or $24.99. For this price, you're getting 10 to 15 hours of gameplay. The clock read 12 hours 20 on my save file after the credits rolled. You do unlock an arena which has some interesting battle modifiers if you want to extend the replay value a little. I normally like a little more hours to the pound ratio for my titles, but I have to say SteamWorld Quest has some real quality. This is one of the few times I'll say a game's quality makes up for the on-paper value. Still, if you're looking for endless roguelike replayability, you'd be better off waiting for Slay the Spire to come to Switch, or maybe picking up Monster Slayers if you absolutely can't wait. Save for the dialogue taking up a little bit too much time, and the value being on the low end, I had an amazing time with SteamWorld Quest. As I mentioned before, card games are definitely the genre for me, but I would genuinely consider this a 10 if it was £15 and focused on the gameplay a little more. Few games achieve perfection, but SteamWorld Quest isn't far from it. A 9 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching everyone, we hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you found it useful, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Does SteamWorld Quest look like something you'll pick up? What was your favourite SteamWorld game? We'd love to hear your opinions. I'll leave you in the capable hands of my SwitchWatch cohorts. There's been a wide range of reviews lately. See you all soon.